Dun, 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 dun. We are in Dallas. Over there is somewhat of a view, a nonsense view of Dallas. You'll see on the map, there, that I am in a parking lot near Trinity Grove, Trinity Shores, whatever this place is called. And we are going to go to Austin. So I have Austin set in the GPS right now. It's 199 miles away. It says I'll be there in 3 hours, 18 minutes. It's 100 degrees outside. And I have a range, full tank, apparently, of 255 miles. I've been averaging 26 miles an hour. I've been averaging 13.6 mpgs. So let's reset that right now. And let's go ahead and reset my average speed. And let's go ahead and reset. I don't know if I can even reset after fuel. We'll just leave that. I've been idling for a long time here. I did my review, so if you didn't see my review of this car first, go watch that, and then go watch this, or watch it after you watch all of these sessions. I would really advise that. Okay, so sway warning, units. All right, and then we go to lap timer, history. Yeah, we'll keep it on the torque distribution. We have our navigation there. Bluetooth. Okay, so we'll go back to torque dist. Okay, we're on Sport Plus. I think I'm going to leave it on normal for right now. So the drive mode's normal. And we're on slalom, which is okay. So the torque vectoring diff will send more power to the outside wheels a lot sooner and a lot more than normal. And we have an auto parking brake when the car's in park. So I found there's a parking brake button down there. That's cool. We'll put it in drive. We'll put this in auto so the fan may kick up a little bit. All right. This is one of 100 Lexus GS Fs that they're making. It's called the 10th anniversary. There's a plaque down there to commemorate this version, and they're supposed to be numbered, but this one isn't numbered, which tells me that this is a pre-production vehicle. So we have 3,800 miles on the clock, and let me get that off my screen in 1 second. I'm just driving here. By the way, I'm Brian with New Car Spin, and this is the Lexus GS F 2019. Let me get that off my screen. Ignore. Okay. It wants me to go left, but traffic is really bad, so let's go ahead and game the system here and go right. Stop sign. Stop sign for nobody.
Next left and then left turn. Next left and then left turn at the end of the road.
Oh, cool. We're going to make a left and then another left.
Next left.
This is much better than waiting in that traffic. If I can find the road. Holy crap. We are in business. Okay, so
in a quarter of a mile, left turn onto Singleton Boulevard.
we are in a lovely part of town. There's nobody here. Now, I did some sort of like a half-ass review on this vehicle, and that's because I know that it's kind of like not the latest of Lexus's mantra, but I do know that it's still a great vehicle nonetheless. I mean, there's no reason to knock it. It's fantastic on the track. We're gonna make a left.
Next left.
Okay, we're good to go. There's Dallas, by the way. Dun, 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 dun,
Proceed about 0.8 of a mile to the freeway entrance.
About. Slowpoke. That's the reason why traffic gets worse, because people just don't care. Pretty astonishing view from this part of town. All up and down the river.
In a quarter of a mile, keep left onto the freeway entrance.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep left onto the freeway entrance and then next exit on the left.
Oh, that's this one. Oh, let me make a right. Okay. Well, she didn't really give me much of a heads up there, but we made it. So as you know, this has a very nice sounding engine. It's actually a 5-liter V8, 32 valve, naturally aspirated. And it costs kind of a lot of money. So I appreciate Lexus letting me borrow this car. It is $92,000, but it has the $5,000 anniversary package on it. And only 100 of these cars will get it, which... This car is also identifiable by the color Matte Nebula Gray. So if you see one of 100 of these in gray, you would know that it's definitely this car. This version, this F Sport with the blue interior, with the rockin' blue seats. Let me put that down there for you. There we go. Looks great in here. I love the suede Alcantara on most things. It's all over the top of the dash with some ribbing, and it's in the cowling here. It's not on the doors though, which is really weird. I wish they would have put it on the doors. We got blue stitching. We have this blue carbon fiber, but it looks in person just like it looks here on camera right now. It kind of looks like fake carbon fiber. Not sure why they did that. So in normal mode, in the city,
About half of a mile to Reunion Boulevard.
this is how it sounds all the time. It's very sedate, subtle, a little on the noisy side. It's not really for, look at this guy. It's not really for enjoyment in the city as far as like really quiet, Lexus-y quiet.
In a quarter of a mile, left turn onto Reunion Boulevard.
I wish it had more of a rumble in the sport mode. So what we'll do is put it in sport. There you go. And nothing really changes in this mode. Actually, it will change if we put it in eco. I'll show you that too. So when I put it in eco, the air conditioning level drops a little bit and it gets a little bit warmer in here and it's a little bit more efficient, but to me that's a waste. So we'll put it back in standard, normal, sport. Okay. Torque vectoring diff. Instead of slalom or track, we'll just leave it on standard. And then you'll see the difference now with the way it's splitting the power. Really, it's not really noticeable in a straight line. That's why it's called slalom. But when you're in city streets like this and you're making hard corners, slalom is a pretty cool mode to have. I just wish it was more or less automatic like it is in the Audis with the torque vectoring that they have. Although on the Audis it's with the all-wheel drive system and the rear axle has a 10% electric boost to each wheel on the outside, 10 or 15%. On the Lexus, I'm not sure what the torque boost is, but this is only rear-wheel drive, so it does the torque split on the rear wheels. There we go, finally. So kind of off the line, there's no punch. There's no real...
Left turn ahead and then right turn
experience.
onto I-35 south.
Yeah, go ahead and make a right.
Next right onto I-35 south.
So even in sport mode, it's kind of
Continue on I-35 south.
it's kind of laggy. I'll put it in slalom, and you know, maybe it's a placebo effect. I don't know, but I feel like that slalom mode really helps with this car be responsive from a standstill. Where's all the traffic? Oh, it's over there. Okay, so we're gonna stay on I-35 east. Jesus. Go on the right of this guy. There's all the traffic, which we have to get into. So most likely what I'll do is go right around it. And eventually I'll join it up, and then I'll put on like the radar cruise or something, because there's no point in getting into that. And then when I do get into that, I think I'll just kill off the end the video for a moment. Alright, so we're gonna go right. Just by looking at the map, I'm gonna go right. And now we're gonna go left. It'd be great if these people who wanted to be such cheaters and cut traffic using the city streets would actually drive
Next left.
like they want to get somewhere. Instead, they just dilly-dally along, and they had a wide open opportunity, and now they do nothing. Okay, see, there is responsiveness now in the slalom mode on the torque vectoring diff. Torque diff. I'm gonna tongue twister that one.
Proceed about 4/10 of a mile to Fleming Place.
So, sounds great.
In a quarter of a
Moves
mile,
just fine.
left turn onto Fleming Place.
Oh, sorry, Navi. It says go straight.
Next left and then right turn.
Okay, it buys that. Although, people are stopped up here and I don't know why.
Next left and then right turn.
We are in the south part of Dallas. We just missed the view of Dallas from here. Oh well. South Dallas is aka sketchy Dallas. I don't spend too much time. I spend more time going through it than staying in it, because I really don't know what's down here. It's just kind of neglected and built up, but blah. And I guess every city has to have a blah area somewhere, and this, I think, is it. I'm not too sure. All I know is it's always under construction. The zoo looks pretty cool. There's a huge giraffe statue at the zoo, and I heard the zoo was cool. I haven't had a reason to go or anyone to go with, but yeah, this is Dallas. Okay, finally, we're moving. Got a little worried there. I had to fill the time with something. And it's red again. And it says no turn on red. Give me a break.
Next right and then keep left onto I-35 south.
Well, there's the view of downtown again. See, like, you'd think this would be a really cool spot to have a coffee shop or like something where you can see downtown. Like, who wouldn't enjoy that in a morning? I don't know. A nice view though. Except for these poles, these power poles. But if it's a restaurant or something, who cares? We do have a lot of restaurants in Dallas. Very nice restaurateur kind of place. What else can I tell you about this car while we're in traffic? Let's look at the average fuel economy so far. 10.8. Nice. We're doing just perfectly. 246 with 195 to go. So my question is, will we make it? I don't want to run it too low because you don't want to mess up the fuel pumps, the high pressure pumps and all that stuff, but we'll see if we can
Keep left
keep it at
I-35 south.
40 miles
Proceed
range.
about 3 miles on I-35 south.
We do have blind spot monitoring, we have lane keeping assist, and radar cruise. So I just push in here and I push down, and now it sets the speed, and we're going to follow the vehicle in front. Part of what sucks here, though, on these older setups, to be honest, is this button that sets the range. Is it cycles through 1, 2, 3, and then when you're at 1 and you bump it up to 3, it sees the car and it like hits the brakes automatically. There's no gradual way to increase your range again. You go from 3 to 2 to 1, back to 3, and it's very abrupt. And this is also self-steering, that's why you see me correcting it all the time. But let's go ahead and change that to 1, and then we will increase our following distance. We'll just pull that up a little bit, or I'll just put my foot down. How about that? 44, 45, 51. Let's do it to 60. You'll see there's heads up, but with my shades on, I can't really see it because I have polarized sunglasses, but in traffic, this is kind of fun. Alright, let's see how it handles a merge. Squeeze them tight. I'm not touching the brake. Okay, so it alerts me, and then it almost comes to a complete stop on its own. Huh. So it didn't notice that car coming in, and most of the newer driving systems see these things, and they're using millimeter wave radar, so they're not using cameras. They're just using more of a robust radar sensor than the one that's on this car. And that's kind of the thing, is like the new cars really are new in the tech department, and some people would tie that in with a safety reasoning. I wouldn't. We're gonna move over again. So you can actually put your foot on the gas and accelerate, but when you take your foot off the gas, it resumes back because I haven't touched the brake. So it automatically gets back into the radar cruise stop and go situation. But here we are trying to leave Dallas, and the car's sort of driving itself, which makes this like really cool. You can take it to the track, and then on a regular day you can go, if you go to work, I don't know why a person who owns this commutes, but if you were to commute or just be like going to a destination like I am, the car just kind of handles all of the stress for you. That way, at the end of your 200-mile drive, you arrive unstressed and not fatigued, and you just arrive. That's all. And that's the whole point of doing this video for you, to show you that the Lexus is capable on the track, it's capable in the city, and it's capable on the open road, because it has all these features and capabilities to do it. Now, it may not be like the latest and greatest, it's still good, but I think the way I would mention this is, you know, if you wanted the 10th anniversary edition, you could go to the dealer and be like, well, the GPS isn't all that great, and well, you know, these seats are okay, but then what you get to do is try and knock that dealer down on price, because, yeah, you know, it's not that impressive. Just look at that guy who had New Car Spin and what he said. You know, honestly, if you're going to spend $96,000 and you don't care if it's a 4-door or 2-door, then just get the Lexus LC 500 with the V8. I think it's the same exact V8, although that one has 471 horsepower. This one has 464. So there are differences. I do like that LC in the V8. I don't like the LC hybrid, and you can see my videos on that. Same road trip too, by the way. So we're gonna turn on the stereo, crank some tunes, and I'll resume when we get out of this traffic so that you can have more fun. All right, see ya.